Let us learn how to send email using Spring. First of all, look into the pom.xml file. We need to use dependency for Spring Boot Starter email. Resolve this dependency. Spring Boot Starter email and Jakarta Mail API. These two are the requirement to send mail in Spring. Let us know more about how to send the email. First of all, let's know about the API. Spring provides Java Mail Sender that is used to send the email. Java Mail Sender extends Mail Sender that supports Java Mail. Mail Sender is used to send simple mails, whereas Java Mail Sender is used for richer functionality such as My Messages. My Messages means we can send text which are not ASCII, means different characters that are not ASCII, or we can send the attachments, or we can use inline images in our HTML while sending email. Okay, so for these things we need to use Java Mail Sender. Java Mail Sender has a send method that can send three type of object. First one is simple mail message. Simple mail message we can send the text only with the CC, to, from, these things, body text. We cannot send attachments using simple mail message. The second one is the Jakarta mime message, and this can be used for the attachments and for richer functionality like the character which are not ASCII and inline images, these things we can use mime message. Mime message preparator is just a Spring uh, class that can be used to prepare the mime message. We have we will learn about it all the we will learn about all these three. So let's see here. Basically, my message preparator is a callback interface for the preparation of Java Mail my messages, and my message is Jakarta API used to send emails with attachments and special characters. Simple mail message is used to send simple mail messages. Now let's see the example. First of all, what we will do is we will create the bean for Java Mail sender. I have created here the application. What we have to do is in our Java config, the class annotated with configurable, create a bean for Java Mail sender. The first is host. In the host, you need to specify host name. Your host name can be like if you are domain, then you can write mail dot your domain name dot whatever, such as if it is example.com, then mail dot example.com. In my case, mail dot concretepage.com. Okay, then use the port 557, and in your domain create a mail id such as info at the rate yourmail.com, whatever. In this way, here I am just giving example info at the rate example.com, and use that password here. This is the password of your email. So in this way you have to configure here mail sender, and now you have to configure protocols, authentication, and encryption type. This is for encryption type. Start TLS. TLS is an encryption type. So to use TLS encryption type, use this property and pass the true value. And mail debug. When you run and when you send the email, the complete debugging message you will get if you configure this property mail.debug equal to true. So in this way we can configure these properties And now our Java mail sender is ready. So we have created here, it's been. Now we will use it in our application. So first of all, I will use simple mail message. As I have already told you that simple mail message is used to send simple mails, that is not the attachments. So what we have to do is auto wire Java mail sender that we have created in Java config. Here Java mail sender. Okay, so just create the instantiate here. We have auto wired here, and then create a method. I am creating a send order mail method, and here create your message using simple mail message. First of all, create its subject, then pass set to method. Set email to set to. This is the email where the mail will go. This is the to, and you can use the from. From can be the same which you are using here, username, email. You can use it, or you can use different to. This is the subject line, and create your text here. You can create a template for the text body message. Here I am just um, using the simple text, and then you have to use the send method of Java mail sender and pass this object, pass the object of simple mail message, that is message. You pass here this dot mail sender dot send, and then pass the object of simple mail message. What I am doing here is that to run the application in my Spring Boot application, I have an order class. Order class is nothing, just some fields, customer name, email, and order number. This is a constructor. And then what I'm doing is that first of all, I am getting the bean order service, and then creating the order object. This is the name, and this you have to write here the mail, that is two, mail for two, and this is the order ID, and then I'm calling the send order mail. This is sending here, this is sending here. I'm getting order object here, and from the order object I'm getting the get email to specify that email for two, and from you can configure as you want, then subject line, then text, and then just call the send method, and you will be able to send the email. This was the simple, and in here using simple mail message we cannot send the attachment. So as I have told you that for the attachment we need to create the object of my message. So let's see how to create the message. For my message, I have created the example already. Create the my message is basically Jakarta class. So first of all, create the Jakarta my message using mail sender dot create my message. This will return the my message Jakarta my message. Okay, Jakarta dot mail dot internet dot my message. So now Spring provides my message helper to configure to from subject and text, and then pass to the my message. Let's see how. I have created the my message helper, and passing the my message object, and then passing the to from subject line and text. Now create a file system resource by using the file, and here you have to pass your file location, And in this way we will get the file system resource object, and then use add attachment method of my message helper, that is add attachment, and pass two arguments. One is the file name that we will see in the mail, and the other is the object of file system resource. In this way our my message is ready. Now use Java mail senders send method and pass this my message object. In this way this will send the mail using attachment. Okay. Now one more thing, we can also use my message preparator. What is this? This is callback interface for the preparation of Java mail my message. This will use my message. We can use it if we want. Look at here. First of all, what we have to do is that create the my message preparator object, and you have to define its prepare method. And inside prepare method, I am using my message helper in the same way I have used here. Okay. Now here I can use internet address, Jakarta mail.internet address to set to from. Okay. And this other things are same. So using my message preparator, we can use internet address to specify to and from. And finally this will prepare the my message object and then just pass here. So in this way we learned that we can prepare the message using simple mail message for simple text that will not include the attachment. Then my message, this can include the attachments, and Spring provides my message preparator that we can use to prepare our my message object. Okay. One thing I will also show you how to send the HTML body and how to use the inline image. I have one example here. Here what I am doing, that I am using my message. Come to the set text method. Create an HTML body. Okay. And second parameter pass as a true. This parameter shows that our body is HTML. By default it will be false, and if you want to send the HTML body, then you have to pass it as a true. We can see that in this set text we are not passing any second parameter, so by default that will be false, and it means this is not the HTML body. So to pass the HTML body, in the set text method second parameter should be true. Okay. So to add inline images, what we have to do that, here I have image src. In image src, use the word cid and then write any number, whatever, and then use that identifier. This will work as identifier. Use that identifier in your add line method. Pass that identifier and then object of file system resource. Then what will happen, that add inline will add image to this location because it is using the identifier idfr 1234 I am using. You can use any identifier name, and but you have to prefix with cid colon. In this way, using identifier, we can add image in HTML wherever we want. Okay, our my message is ready then, and then call the send method of Java mail sender. In all the example, what I am doing that I am auto wiring my Java mail sender that I have created in Java config and have configured here host, port, username, password and other properties. Okay, thank you.